Let's start with this song released by One Nation leader Pauline Hanson and performed by Aussie singer and actress Holly Valance. It's hit #1 spot on the Apple Music iTunes best-selling song charts. The satirical song is called Kiss Kiss My Ass. Let's have a listen.
You will respect my pronouns. Not always have ovaries, some have a penis. They say that I'm a he, that I'm a she, 'cause I gotta be another D. And I don't care what people say, I'll never be a him or them a her. 'Cause I'm a real biological woman, a real biological woman. 'Cause you know I'm not, I'm the original thought. I was born this way, it's in my DNA. I'm a real biological woman.
Angela, I love this. I love it because it pokes fun at the woke. But the funniest part of it all is that if enough copies are sold, the song could be forced to be played on stations across the country like Triple J. Can you imagine if the ABC had to play that?
Oh, the ABC will have an absolute conniption if they have to play this on Triple J. But isn't she clever? They say that baby boomers cannot use social media. And here is 71-year-old Pauline Hanson absolutely harnessing the power of YouTube, the power of satire, this kind of South Park style of animation. And this is not the first one she's done. She's just driving these messages home on woke issues. And whether you agree with them or not, whether you find them offensive or not, she is delivering a message at a time when the coalition has absolutely no cohesive policy or messaging themselves. And the key thing about this, of course, is that it's shareable content. People are actually seeing these messages, clipping them up and sharing them. So she's getting that cut through that you wouldn't imagine.
That's a really good point, actually. She is harnessing the power of social media. And by doing that, she's actually getting young people on board. And that is something that the coalition are missing right now. I think that's a really good point. But anyway, I love that song. I think it's hilarious. Now, we've got to talk about the Beckhams. The family have made their first joint public appearance since eldest child Brooklyn went nuclear on his parents last week. David and Victoria were joined by their three younger children, Romeo, Cruz and Harper, as Victoria received a new accolade by becoming a Knight of the Order of Arts and Letters. We know that Brooklyn has said he doesn't want to reconcile with his family. He's accused his parents of attacking him and his wife, Nicola Peltz. Angela, look, when you see those photos, they certainly put on a brave and united face today, but it can't be easy behind the scenes.
Look, to be honest, Victoria looked very fragile and very terrified when she came out. Of course, this was applauded for her. She was totally within her wheelhouse, fashion in France. She'd been to a fashion show beforehand. She'd been there with Anna Wintour, obviously the former editor-in-chief of Vogue. So she was completely with people that she was comfortable with, but she looked so uncomfortable. But this is what brand Beckham does best. They get the family together. If you think about it, Danica, when David was where there was speculation that he had cheated on her and, everything points to the fact that he did all those years ago, she just came out fighting. So all the time with the Beckhams, it's all about messaging. But gosh, I so want to see that video of her dancing at the wedding. Everyone wants it. Someone must have it. Can we please just see it? I want to see if she really did hijack that dance, as Brookham claimed.
Yeah, release the tapes, I say. Release the tapes. We want to see what this, quote, inappropriate dance was so we can put all these speculation rumours to bed because the memes have been absolutely hilarious. Let's talk about Kanye West. He's published a whole-page advertisement in the Wall Street Journal apologising for his anti-Semitic rants. West alleged he sustained a brain injury after a car incident in 2002, which went unnoticed at the time, and he said his bipolar disorder caused him to be drawn toward the most destructive symbol he could find, the swastika. I don't know if I believe that, Angela. It's the old mental health excuse.
Look, it's a massive mea culpa, and I don't like to critique people when they claim mental health is their reasoning. But you know what? There's an apology and there is accountability. This is 2002, and some of the things that he has said in the last 23, 24 years have been absolutely appalling. Yes, in the Jew-hating space, in the anti-Semitism that he's shown, but also behaviours towards people like Taylor Swift at the MTV Awards when he absolutely was mortifyingly humiliated her. So this behaviour's gone on for a very long time. Apparently, this decision to take out this ad was very much encouraged by his wife, Bianca Censori, who of course is Australian. She said to him, "You need to do this." But I want to see some proper accountability accountability from Kanye West. This is a 48-year-old man with 4 children. He needs to be setting an example. And I don't think being able to pay for one advert in the Wall Street Journal is enough of a recognition of his wrongdoing.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't atone him for all the cruel and hateful comments that he's been making over the last few years. Exactly. Now, serial clout chasers who want privacy, Prince Harry and Meghan, they've appeared at the Sundance Film Festival to promote their latest documentary. This one's called Cookie Queens. I mean, good grief, it's not exactly enticing you to go watch it, is it? The film follows the story of 4 determined Girl Scouts as they navigate the multi-million-dollar business of cookie sales. But the doco is already turning out to be yet another flop for the couple. It failed to sell out and fill the theatre at the festival. Who would have thought, Angela? I mean, why don't they just bugger off to Montecito and stop with these business ventures that fail every time?
Look, Meghan is citing her time in the Girl Guides as the beginning of her entrepreneurship because she managed to sell cookies. And this is what the ethos of this film is about. Honestly, she must sometimes go to bed at night and wonder, how the hell did I make the decision to turn down the Queen's offer of a Commonwealth role where she and Harry together could have had so much power and influence and meaning and purpose on the world stage? If you remember, the Queen offered the couple that role. They could have based themselves in Australia or Canada or any Commonwealth country and had real impact. Instead, their company, which has not been making much money, has putting out this Girl Guide film. Honestly, what a fall from grace. I think, the potential that this couple had, and they went and completely squandered it. And you know what? Want a quiet moment at home? I think they both know it.